This is the 3 p.m. Takeover, Radio Northern Beach's only drive-home show.
Keep it right here for a whole hour of fresh hits and entertainment for your Wednesday afternoon.
Here we go.
This is Feel This Moment by Pitbull featuring Christina Aguilera. Welcome to the 3 p.m. Takeover. We are so excited to have you here on this Wednesday afternoon. Hey, Victoria.
Hi.
We are going to start with some super exciting news today.
Some super exciting news today.
And? Wait, why are you repeating me?
Well, there's a very good reason I'm repeating you.
Punny. We are going to be on Fridays as well. So we've been getting a lot of positive feedback from the show, and because of that, we are going to repeat it. So same place, same time, 3 p.m. on a Friday.
So it'll be the same show. It's a repeat of the audio over again. So yeah. So if you miss today or you miss any Wednesday, you can tune in again on Friday, and you get all the same laughs and hilarity and awesome music.
Same fuss you listen to on a Wednesday.
Yeah.
Which is so exciting.
A different day, literally.
The end of the week, which is almost more exciting.
Yeah.
But anyway, I want to...
I mean, almost more exciting.
You know, it is exciting.
Yeah, it is exciting.
I want to draw attention to an exciting thing that I read in the newspaper the other day about the North Shore. It's really cool. So there is a breakfast cafe bar place on the Northern Beaches who have come up with this new technique where you have an honesty box instead of paying at the cash register.
That's very like buying an apple on the side of the road in a country town. You know those
I
images
know,
of,
like where you're so trusting and whatever.
Yeah, but they always have them like ads. I've never seen one in real life.
No, it's true. So they decided that because they're a really popular place and they have queues of up to 30 people every morning, they decided it would make everything run so much smoother if they just had an honesty box instead. So people just put in money, and they said that they're not worried about whether people are legit or not, because some people will leave more, and you know they can take change if they need it, and they just don't really monitor it. They just trust people. That's
putting a lot of trust in society.
It is, but that's a really cool thing, and like, that's so kind of Northern Beaches, I reckon.
Like I try and think the best of people, but I don't know if I'd do that.
I
feel like I would just assume that I'd be cheated a lot more often.
Yeah, we have an honesty box at my work actually, but it's only used like after hours and for really small things. But I think it's quite a good idea. It's good to know that you can trust people like that.
Well, it's like a while ago, I think it was over in the US, they had I think it was like a Starbucks or somewhere, someone came in the morning to get their morning, like a really early morning coffee, paid for theirs, and then gave enough money and said, I want to pay for the person's behind me, just like pay forward this lovely idea.
Oh, okay.
And so the next person came up and was about to pay their money, and the barista was like, well, the guy who just left actually paid for it, so you can, your drink's free. And the person was like, oh, that's such a lovely gesture. They went, I'll pay for the person behind me. And so,
oh, wow. And it didn't matter how much, like whatever the person ordered, obviously.
Yeah, well, their drinks,
like a set amount.
Yeah, I think people, it's like just kind of like give whatever you can, kind of like, oh, you have like, $5, and I guess it would balance itself out over the whole day.
Yeah.
But like it continued for like the whole day.
That's really cool.
When people came, baristas would explain your drink's paid for the person, and like other people have done it, you don't have to do it if you don't want to. And it ended when someone ran in to get a coffee, like running. Gret was like, they're like, oh, your drink's paid for. They're like, okay, great, thanks. And it's like ran off and like, thanks, bye. And like that's how so the whole thing ended, which is kind of sad, but like that's nice. Like
that's
it's
really
kind of like
cool
that honesty box. It's like really
I had that once happen to me as well.
In people.
Yeah, I was going through the drive-through once with a pile of people that I knew. I can't remember where, some fast food place, and the person in the front car had paid for us.
And you knew them?
No, we didn't know who they were.
Oh wow!
Yeah, and because obviously because you're in the queue, I suppose you could ask the register how much it was for the person behind you.
Oh,
and then they paid for us as well.
Order and then pay. And then
yeah, so the orders queue up and they'd paid for us, which was so nice.
That is really cute. Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Honesty is alive and well. I think that's nice, especially on the Northern Beach. So I thought that was really cool.
Yeah.
But I have a question for you.
Yes.
If you're given too much change, do you take it back? Are you honest?
Like give it back to them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what about if you've been shortchanged? Do you confront them?
I do the awkward, like look at my hand and like do the face being like, I'm doing math in my head, and they go, oh, and I go, I think it's $1 or $2. So I don't walk up and I'm like, shortchanged me. I just
give it back.
I sort of like build up the little scene of like, context, you shortchanged me. But then the same thing, like if they give me too much, I'll be like, oh, yeah, no. I don't think it's ever happened. Or maybe once or twice, and it's like by $1 or $2.
I've had it happen once.
Something.
I had it happen once by $10. And
that's
I gave
quite
it back.
a bit.
It was good. But I was shortchanged once by $20, and I went back to complain, and they said that I had no proof, and I was really disappointed. $20 is a lot of money.
Whoa.
I know, right? Yeah.
What a note to end on. Let's go to a song.
Bam. We'll be right back after this.
Welcome back to the 3 p.m. Takeover. Oh, I will confess, I was literally dancing around the studio to that one. I miss the Veronicas.
I forgot about the Veronicas, to be honest.
God, they were just...
They were great,
They
weren't
make
they?
you want to dance. Their
But then
songs
they
are
got a bit
good.
controversial. They went through a few phases. And
They were pretty young, though.
yeah, I think I have this total lack of awareness if people were really young. It's like I forget that Delta Goodrem was like 18 or 19 when she got really famous. In my mind, she wasn't that young.
No, I totally agree.
But, you know.
Well, welcome back. Oh, croaky voice. I'm still like half getting over this cold because on top of having a cold last week, I had a lot of stress because as of Monday, I've finished my university degree.
That's so exciting.
So I had a lot of late nights and I wasn't being very healthy, so I'm not surprised that I'm still slightly sick.
How have your 2 days of freedom been?
My first day was not productive and I've picked myself up and like cleaned up all the stuff I had around the house for my assignments and like I have this huge list of like post-uni to-do lists and I've made a start, which I'm proud of.
Oh, good.
So I
That'll
picked
be me
all the
this
easy
Thursday.
things. I picked all the easy things, but I'm doing them.
That'll be me. I finished my master's on Thursday, which is exciting.
You do.
It's so weird. But now that you finished and you're all wise, do you have any university tips that you would like to pass on to people embarking on the big uni journey next year?
All right, kids, huddle in.
Huddle
Come
in.
closer.
We're going to preach.
It's advice time. Just don't procrastinate.
Oh, God.
So my degree was 4 years long, and you'd think by the fourth year, the final assessment, you'd be like, Victoria, you know that stuff is due. Like,
You need to do it.
yeah, you'd think by then I would have learned to prioritize and not procrastinate. No, I was still doing things the night before. I will confess that.
Oh, I'm doing that now. I'm struggling my way through.
And
my
you're in a
last assignment.
master's.
Oh God, trust me, times
Degree
never
number
change.
2.
It never changes. Yeah, I think I would tell, like, if I was going to do it all again, I would tell people right from the start to be more organized. I mean, I think about my first year. I didn't even like write down all my due dates in one list.
Okay, I was always fine with that. I'm like misorganization over here, so I may not be
you know what,
punctual,
though?
but I'm organized.
I'm really organized as well, but I wasn't in that first year, I think, because I was really tired from finishing high school. I was majorly disorganized in my first year, and it didn't really matter because work wasn't exceptionally hard. But looking back, I feel like my life could have been busier and more productive generally if I had paid more attention to like scheduling my uni better. I should have done that. So that's a tip that I would give, is get organized early.
That's a good one. I think it's not really a tip, it's just more like a keep in mind. Everyone's just as lost as you are. Like, I swear for the last 4 years, I've never been like, I know what I'm doing and why I'm here and who I am. I know I'm going to still be working it out. And I feel like everyone else puts on that show of they know who they are and what they're doing, especially what they're doing, especially with assignments. Yeah. And I think everyone just needs to remember that like university is like your students. Everyone's still learning.
Yeah,
and that's
true.
okay.
That's a good one. And on that note,
I wish someone had told me that like in first year, that like it's okay that you don't feel like you fit in and that you are really unsure of like what's going on most of the time.
all the time.
That's okay.
My thing about being that age as well is I would say that you really need to be more proactive in terms of working out how you're going to go about your degree as a whole. I think like I was very set in thinking just about the first year, and I wish I'd thought about it more as like a
4-year
3-year process. I think I didn't really think about the process, and I got lost. And if you're heading into uni and you feel like you don't know anything about uni, that's correct. There is no guidebook. Nobody helps you.
Oh,
It's
like,
not school.
No one holds your hand.
No one does anything that's remotely helpful. I've spoken to so many people that have been to so many universities. There's not that much help. Just
And even
putting it
like,
out there.
I know it says like the student center is like the help center.
Oh God.
Do not be fooled, my friends.
Do not try and queue there. You'll be there like the next day. still
Although
queuing.
one of the girls who actually worked in the student center was in a bunch of my classes, so I'd walk in and they'd be like, she'd see me and be like, "Oh, hey, what can I help you?" Like she was actually,
that's really cool.
And she was really helpful, and she like, because all my questions were to do with like my level of uni I was at, which she was at. She's like, "Oh yeah, like do this, this, and this." I was like,
I can't imagine anything worse than working in the student centre.
She seemed to like it.
Some of the things I asked them though, I was like, oh God, if people asked me that, I would be
Like
so
what?
frustrated.
Like directions.
Yeah, just like really basic
Well,
things.
you're on a really big campus. I was at.
That's true.
I can say was now. I can use
past tense.
I can use the past tense. Well, I was at COFA, well, formerly COFA. now UNSW Art and Design, and it's a really, really small campus in Paddington. So if people like ask for directions, you'd be like, are you kidding me?
Well, I actually went there for the first time
Well, if
the
you're
other
looking
week.
for specific rooms, there can be like which buildings, like they're not labelled. But like once you're there for like a week or so, you kind of know where like everything is.
Yeah, I went there for the first time the other week and I had no idea where I was going, and I asked a student that actually couldn't direct me, and I was like, why don't you know your campus is small?
Well, you only like know the rooms you've had to use. Like if someone was like, oh, what's in E block? I'd be like, I've never been in there. I have no idea.
Oh, we're going to be right back after this, and we're going to be talking about Instagram and things we like to do with that, and also about astrology and star signs. So
stay tuned.
You're listening to the 3 p.m. Takeover on Radio Northern Beaches, 88.7, 90.3, and we are also on Fridays now.
Woo!
Woo. That was our announcement at the start of the show.
If you missed it, first of all, how dare you? But
why weren't you listening? Gosh.
Yeah, we're going to be, so obviously on Wednesdays, as per usual, but then this show, like the audio of this show will be repeated on Friday, which is super exciting.
Major news. So exciting.
You get double us per week.
I
you
know.
lucky things.
And now, mystic music. Mystic times.
We don't have mystic music.
No, imagine
I'll
it.
just make like whale noises in the background.
We are going to talk about star signs and horoscopes.
It's really bad whale noise. I'm so sorry.
And all things astrological. You know, I used to want to be an astrologer, and then I realised that you had to supposedly be really good at physics. And
Wait, astrologer or astronomer? Because I learned.
astrologer.
Do you have to be good at physics for astrology?
Apparently so, because it's all about
Astrology is-
calculating angles in the sky to work out the future.
Of course it is.
Yeah, you have to do like high-level physics, supposedly. I don't know. I don't think
That's
it's
a
true.
big supposedly there, guys.
I know, but anyway. So what's your star sign?
I think you know what my star sign is
I
because we're the
do.
same.
I know, we got the same star sign because we're born
Pisces.
2 days apart. Pisces is the fish, which I always thought was kind of yuck. 'cause
I feel
it's fish,
like-
but I like it now.
We're quite different. So whenever I read something that's for Pisces, and I'll be like, and sometimes I'm like, oh, that's me. I'm always like, oh, that's me. Probably not going to work for Hope. And then the vice versa. If I'm like, that doesn't work for me. I'll be like, that's probably like,
The same for me.
Yeah.
But what's
Probably.
weird is that I tend to find that people are actually very similar to the characteristics of their star sign.
yeah, look, I don't believe in all the astrology stuff, but often I'll read through like all of the characteristics of all of the different star signs, and I'll always be like, I'm a Pisces.
And just assign it to people that you know and be like, yep, that sounds just like them.
it's really weird.
It's so true, isn't it? It's weird.
Is it something to do with like when you're born and therefore how, this is going to sound really weird, but like the seasons? So like I know for me, I really love autumn and winter because it's around my birthday. So as a kid that was like, that's a good thing. It's coming up to my birthday when it like summer was ending.
So you're like attuned that way. No, that's so true.
Yeah.
I think
don't
as
know.
well.
But it's probably like high physics involved, so I don't know. But
So you can't calculate it. I have some traits of Pisces, and I want to
Yes.
know if you think that this sounds like you or me or either of us. So Pisces are supposed to be adventurous, ambitious, impulsive, enthusiastic, and full of energy. Does sound like you.
I'm like half of those.
Sometimes.
I don't think I'm impulsive.
Oh, I don't know. But Pisces are supposed to be pioneers of thought and action, and they're supposed to have a curiously natural understanding of the world.
Action doesn't sound like me. And I don't watch the news, so
Nothing about action, things like that. But what I thought was sad is I read something that said Pisces often go back on their promises.
oh, well, rude.
I think I
don't agree with that.
I try not to make them, so I don't have to, I try not to go back on them.
Yeah, I feel like how often do you like say I promise? Like I feel like that's. I
Well,
can't remember the
I-
last time I promised to do
Well,
something.
we promised to meet up at a certain time, and we actually never do, so maybe it's right.
But okay, maybe it's right.
Apparently,
So if
Pisces-
Hope or I ever say
we're going to be somewhere on
if
time,
we ever
we won't
use
be.
if we ever use the word promise to just assume it's a lie.
People who are Pisces are often more mentally ambitious than others.
Is that a good thing?
Well, I'd like to think so. That's cool. But apparently they're also inclined to brood and be melancholy.
Aw.
And
I half agree with that.
are more likely
Maybe
to get...
because I really like the word melancholy.
It
I
is a
think
good
it's
word.
a good word.
But more likely to get depression and
that's
like
not
alcohol addiction than any other star sign.
okay, well, we were warned with the promises, and now the real threats come.
I know, it's
So,
weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
What other things are there about Pisces?
Well, they have like strongest and weakest characteristics.
oh,
Which is
I
kind
want
of
to know if
interesting.
I have these
Okay.
characteristics.
So, supposedly, some are inclined to gratify their innate sense of luxury and self-indulgence. That is so you. You like get your nails done. This thing knows you well.
Oh my gosh.
That is so funny. They're likely to be too easygoing. Oh my God, I am not too easygoing.
No, neither of us are easygoing.
I have to like ironically like make myself go with the flow on a lot of situations.
I'm maybe a little bit more
so
easygoing
bad
than
at
you,
it.
but
Definitely.
But I'm not even easygoing, so I don't know. Weakest
says-
traits.
I think the too easygoing was the weakest trait.
Oh, then that doesn't affect us.
Become influenced by false friends.
Oh, that's awkward.
Or
Are you false?
yeah, I'm like, are we false to each other? We're like double bluffing ourselves with each other.
I was about to be like, I don't have any false friends, and I realised I just don't know if they're false or not.
Oh, that's really deep.
That's really creepy.
You know what's
I
weird?
want false friends.
I always wonder this. People always like, oh, you're influenced by your friends. But I feel like if you're close enough to a person, it's like, how do you know if you influence them or they influence you? Because like, if you're so close, you know what I mean?
That's too confusing.
Because I actually have it with, I've noticed it with certain people, like, so our dog at home,
Does he have a star sign?
probably,
My cat is an Aries. Continue.
you know what it is.
Continue.
Every couple of months, like I'll just like come up with a new random name to call him. Like recently it's been Smush Face. I don't know why or how it comes about, but I know that I'm the one who generates it because often I know their origin. I'm like, when you.
So you are the perpetrator.
Well, I use it and like it feels weird at first and then I get used to it. And recently I've heard my mum starts calling Diesel Smush Face and I'm like, I am such an influence.
Oh, so you started a thing.
But I've started, so his name's Diesel, and his nicknames are Poochie, Capucci, Baba Ganoush, Smush Face.
I've heard of
Little Man, Champ.
I hear Little Man a lot.
Yeah.
I like Little Man. That's
Because you got to
cute.
say it like, Little Man. And I'll be honest, he doesn't answer to half of them. But
That's so funny.
I wonder there if, it's obviously like an influence. But
That's interesting.
How do you know if you're being influenced by false friends?
Apparently Pisces are really easily misled, which I think is a shame.
I feel like that's probably true.
Probably. Yeah, I agree. But
I believe
and
like
Pisces
everything.
find their closest friends in people that are also Pisces.
Oh, look at us.
Like us.
Aren't we just two we should do a radio show together.
Who thought?
Oh, wait.
We do. And what about I want to know if you fit your Chinese zodiac symbol animal sign. And
Okay. Are they like that influential?
well, apparently, like they have characteristics as well. So you're
Isn't
a
that
rooster.
just like the grade you grew up in school? Like
No, because I was a year below, so I was different to the rest of my grade.
Okay.
Hence why I'm different to you.
Oh, fair
But
enough.
we were in the same grade.
Okay.
Boom.
My theory's wrong. Okay.
It is. So you're a rooster.
I am.
People
Cock-a-doodle-doo.
born in the year of the rooster
I'd
are
regret
very
that.
observant, hardworking, resourceful, courageous, and talented, and very confident.
And humble. True, and true.
It says roosters are active, amusing, and popular among the crowd. I think
Although-
you're all of those things.
Unlike a rooster, I do not get up at the crack of dawn. And if I do, I don't wake everyone up.
That is true. Well, this sounds like you. Roosters are talkative, frank, open, honest, and loyal.
No, I'm Victoria. I'm not Frank. I'm so glad you laughed. That was a really bad joke.
No, it is funny.
Clearly you're not a false friend, you can say.
Roosters expect others to listen to them while they speak and become agitated if others don't listen to them.
Oh, that one's really true.
They can also be vain and boastful.
It doesn't matter if anyone's listening or not because I just need to get my voice out there.
You are definitely the rooster. But that's like, well, roosters do that. Like, they wake everybody up by doing their crowing. Do they crow? Is that the word?
Cock-a-doodle-doo. I don't know.
I was
going
going to say by doing their cock-a-doodle-doing.
I don't think it's a verb. Okay. Let's look at... You're the dog, aren't you?
Woof, woof.
No, my cock-a-doodle-doo was better. So boastful.
That was a bad woof.
So, your personality thingo is loyal and honest, which I 100% agree with.
Oh, how nice of you.
Which is ironic because you prefer cats. But
Yeah,
the other
and I
side's
hate
a dog.
dogs.
That's so funny.
I hate dogs.
Anyway, so dogs are loyal and honest, kind, cautious, and prudent. Due to bearing a strong sense of loyalty and sincerity, dog will do everything for the person who they think is most important. That's really true.
Oh, I'd like to
I
think
agree
can be
with that.
sincere sometimes. Oh, that's very nice.
And
What are
just
the
like-
bad things about me? Are the bad things in there?
Not good at communication.
Oh,
Awkward.
I thought I was a good communicator.
I think you are. It's difficult.
I
for
will
them...
defy my zodiac
okay.
sign.
It's difficult for them to convey their minds to others.
Oh, that could be true.
Yeah. Dogs tend to leave others the impression of a stubborn personality.
Oh,
Like a bulldog.
I'm not that stubborn. I don't think I am. Maybe. Am I stubborn?
I don't know, you're like defending yourself right now. I haven't said anything. Like, am I? No, I'm not. Yes, No, I'm not.
Yeah, that's a bit awkward.
Would you like to know that you are born with a good nature?
Oh, that's really nice.
I really like this sentence. You do not tend to be criminals or seek dishonest gain. You're good. Don't worry.
I'm not a criminal.
You're
It's
Pisces,
fine.
so there's like chance of alcoholism there, but you won't be a criminal, so it's 100% fine.
I'm melancholy. I'm not very exciting or criminal.
Just be cautious of them false friends. False friends, that's like a great band name. Probably already is a band name.
Probably. That's creepy.
We'll get form a band and be like the Pisces, and all our song titles will be like traits of Pisces.
I like it. Let's do that.
Yeah, if only like we were both gifted in singing. Well, you are. I'm like,
I'm not.
you heard my whale noises before, guys. I'm not gifted in singing.
Someone that is, though, is Enrique Iglesias.
Oh, let's hear his soft tunes.
His voice.
Yes.
This is Tonight I'm Loving You on Radio Northern Beaches.
Welcome back to the 3 p.m. Takeover. Oh, sorry, Usher. I just spoke over Usher. I feel very bad.
You should.
Jay, do you think you'll forgive me? Welcome back. Sorry, those are very like dancey songs. I feel like
They were
like,
great songs.
go to a club and
Well, we
dance.
were in a party mood today because we finished uni and we thought that we would just
true.
party it up in the
Is-
studio. So we hope
yeah.
that we've put you in a party mood too.
and we've literally been getting up during every song and like literally
And wandering
dancing.
around our studio.
Actually dancing. So I'm just still like riding the
high
relief,
from uni.
the relief / high from
I
finishing
know.
uni.
And
so.
there are a few people in our studio that are actually watching us through the windows and I think they wonder what we're doing.
Yeah, well, you know what? I have never danced for other people. I dance for myself. So
I'll be sure to catch it and put it
yeah,
online.
because you've never seen me dance before. Please. You've seen the worst of it. We'll watch musicals and I'll like do interpretive dances.
Or we'll try and
to
it'll be a
movies.
musical set, you know, in a totally different time period and we'll try to imitate the dancing, which we can't do.
Yes. Or just doing like random modern dancing, like
Yeah.
crumping and stuff.
Pisces are not gifted in that way. Well, at least we're not.
Yeah, I
Anyway.
feel like we're going to speak for a whole star sign when really it's probably just us. You know what?
Aside.
You know what? Write in. Let me know if you try and imitate the dances on musicals.
Yeah,
Because
'cause we
we'll
do.
hang out and we'll watch the movies together and all three of us can be like a little troupe of dancers.
I like it.
Anyway.
Let's do that.
Anyway, we would like to touch on a serious note. While I personally have had a good week with uni, and both of us are basically finishing this week, the end of last week was not a great week for other areas of the world. And I feel like even though we're like a light show, we should address it. The attacks in France and Beirut, is that the other one?
Yep, and also
And back-
Lebanon
yeah.
and Syria now. So,
Yeah.
yeah, quite a few countries now.
Which is ridiculously sad.
It's awful.
I can't
We
even
feel like
comprehend
we should,
it.
Yeah, and it's something that, you know, everyone should touch on, even if they're not inclined that way or they are more lighthearted like this show. But people have been connected a lot through social media by this, using the hashtag Pray for Paris. So people are using it on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. It's been trending everywhere and it's actually working really well because there's now an online system that people can use through Facebook and Twitter to say that they're safe and to continue like RSVPing that they are safe by using that Pray for Paris hashtag. So it's really good.
I was going to say, one of the most wonderful things I think that Facebook has done in recent couple of years is have that like that check-in thing. Because when the earthquake happened in Chile a little while ago, my friend's still there actually, and she was able to check in. And all of us went, we instantly
And
knew
you
she was
just know
okay.
that she's okay. Yeah, that's
and
really
same
cool,
with the stuff
isn't
in France. I have a friend who lives in France, and I thought she was still down. She used to be in the south, but I think she moved up to Paris recently. And she checked herself in, and it was just like this moment of like, okay, like the one person I know who's there is okay. And
Yeah, which is always
without
a good sign.
you know, without hearsay or like ringing people, it just saved, and it opens up the like telephone lines for all that like emergency calls that need to come through, which I think is really important.
It's
So-
really good, but that's what's good about social media, and so many people have connected through the Pray for Paris hashtag,
Yes.
and especially on Instagram because they've made the symbol that incorporates the peace sign with the Eiffel Tower, which is really clever.
That's a really clever
It's good,
symbol.
isn't it? They've done really well.
And I know a lot of people sort of poo-poo on social media and how it's, you know, tearing us apart from each other. They do, and it really annoys me because I find that it really connects people, like especially in this day and age where so many people live overseas. The fact that you can just get on a social media and know what's happening with your family and friends and have that, especially in times of emergency like this, where you have that comfort of they're okay.
Oh, it's invaluable. It's really great.
I think it's one of the
need
most
it.
important things that we've gotten in the 21st century. So whenever people really diss all over social media, I'm like, you
Yeah.
know what?
Well, we're fans
I
of
have
it.
friends and family, like I have a handful of cousins overseas who I've met once or twice, the really young ones, and they grow up so quick. And I know what they look like at every stage of life because photos go up.
Yeah, it's
And
so good,
social
isn't it?
media is really lovely and important for that.
We love social media. You should follow us on social media.
Yes. That was a really
Great segue.
good promotional segue. Yeah.
Yeah. Follow us on Facebook and on Twitter with our handle RNB_the 3pm takeover. And also we are going to be launching an Instagram soon, which got me thinking about Instagram. Instagram is huge. It was never supposed to be as big as it is. And
What do you mean?
I love it. Well, when Instagram was first invented,
Someone created it was
people-
like, no one's going to use this, but we'll create it anyway.
Well, they didn't. Well, it's not like from a legal perspective, it's not governed by any laws like Facebook and Twitter are because it's just was never supposed to be as huge as it is. And, now it's become like the more private social media and celebrities use it where they wouldn't use anything else. And it's so massive now because they still don't own any rights to any photos, whereas on every other social media they do.
But I wouldn't call it a social media.
No, but it's classified as one.
I feel
Either
like
way.
it might be, but I wouldn't call it a social media.
Not in the same way as like Facebook and things, but
Yeah.
I love Instagram. I'm kind of addicted. I spend my days going through Instagram feeds. Is there
It
anyone
makes me so
that
jealous.
you like particular?
Some of the lives I don't have.
Oh my God, I know. Some people have such good lives.
I recently started following, there's 2 new Instagrams I started following. And it's the whole account is for the pets. So one of them is...
Pets?
Yeah, so one of them's a bunny and the person
I
posts
have to follow this. I love
they post videos and I can't, it comes off my feed and I'm like, oh my God, the bunny's back. I
have to watch this.
I ran over to my mum and I was like, look at the bunny. She's like, okay. I'm like, but look at him cleaning his face. She's like, okay. And another one is actually a friend of my aunt's just got puppy mini Dachshund and a puppy Newfoundland. So they basically have like a tiny teddy bear and a bear. Like a little, like it's, and like they post videos of like them like playing together and it's like, oh my God, the Newfoundland is like 8 weeks old and it's like probably like halfway up my thigh. It is such a big dog.
That is so cute.
So I love seeing those photos.
On
Just
a
like
more-
I follow so many animals on Instagram. It's ridiculous.
On a more like materialistic note, do you know who I love following?
Who?
Roxy Jasenko's daughter, Pixie Curtis.
Who?
Roxy Jasenko is the really famous PR communications.
You'll have to
person.
explain to me because I only follow bunnies and dogs on Instagram.
Okay, so Roxy Jasenko is the founder and creator of Sweaty Betty PR. She's really famous. She's one of our best young female entrepreneurs. She has a 3-year-old daughter, Pixie, that has like one of the most popular Instagram accounts in the world.
Wow.
And it's just pictures of her, but she's 3, but they're done up so that she hasn't got makeup on, but to look like she's older, like her sitting in a car looking like she's driving in like a leather jacket and things like that. But she takes the cutest photos and she's 3 and she's always on the news and doing social media, being on the Ellen show. And
That's cute.
I kind of love her Instagram because she's so little and cute. And she's 3.
Yeah, I do like Instagram. I like that it's such especially these days, there's such a wide variety. Like you can follow cute done up photos of kids and then you can follow bunnies and then just landscapes and
celebrities. I talking about Australian people, Beck Hewitt just got Instagram.
Did she?
Yeah, and it's actually quite cool. I was following it. Yeah, it's good. I love it. My favorite person to follow is Maria Sharapova, the tennis player.
I feel like you've mentioned
She's
her Instagram to me
amazing.
before.
Yeah, I love it. She's just really cool.
But was she funny or are they just interesting pictures or
Both. She's really funny and
lots
she
of
has
tennis
a really good
rackets?
and she has a really good way of incorporating what she has to do for sponsorship, but not making it look like she's advertising in your face,
Oh, that's good.
which is good.
I like that.
She's cool. I like her
Let us know who you follow on Instagram and don't just post your own handle so that we follow you.
because we won't. But you should follow us.
It depends. If you have a
when we get
bunny,
it.
if you have a bunny, I'll probably follow you. But
Yeah, but if you don't have a bunny, we're not interested.
Yeah.
The end. No, we might follow you. We'll see.
we'll see.
Welcome back to the 3pm Takeover on Radio Northern Beaches. We are nearly at the end of our show, not quite. And we have some more exciting things to discuss, like sponsoring community radio.
Woo woo!
Woo! Everyone's favourite thing.
That was a really squeaky woo. That
was
you
a
did.
bit.
It was wow.
I didn't mean for it to be that squeaky. Oh, gosh. No, please visit the website rnb.org.au and check it out and see what all the rest of the lovely people here at the station get up to and see if you are interested in any other shows. Of course, we
Definitely.
should still be your favourite, but
Like,
you might like other shows too.
We are only 1 hour a week now, 2 hours. Oh, see you guys on Friday. But there is so many other amazing shows and like so many different varieties of shows. So if you're kind of like, Hope and Victoria are amazing and hilarious, of course. But if you're kind of like, I feel like listening to like more music specific
or sports specific or anything,
I guarantee community radio has a show for it.
Yeah, and Radio Northern Beaches certainly does. So make sure you do that. And also, we are still open for suggestions and taking suggestions for our next special feature show, which will be coming up in a few weeks. So
I was going to say, this is like one of the last weeks to actually suggest it for the next one.
Yeah, it's closing soon.
Last one for the year.
Yeah, get in there quickly. It's our last special show for the year and we want to know what you want us to do. So last chance this week, let us know on our Facebook page. Send us an email, the 3pm takeover at outlook.com. Tweet us, anything like that. And we also have the page open for any more local musicians who are interested in having their music played.
Yeah, so last week we played a song by Ruby May, who's a local musician, and which is awesome because, one, she's ridiculously talented, and two, she's local, and it's so great to support local artists. And if you're a local artist and you want your music played on radio, shoot us an email. Send us a song to play. Like, we'd love to do that.
Yeah, we're all about the Northern Beaches, and we have a couple of local artists waiting in the wings to have their songs played on the show, and we will be doing that from next week, which we are so excited about. So keep hitting us up if you are a local artist.
Yeah, and we want to play your music and your themes and talk about things you guys want to hear. So
yeah, so keep the ideas going because we are loving them and we are doing all sorts of cool segments that we could never have imagined, but we love it. So
definitely.
We were doing favourite spot on the beaches and we have finished that now, and so we're moving into a new segment.
Yeah, which will again be our final one, and we're going to do a quote of the week, which I'm excited about. Some kids collect stamps. Okay.
And some kids collect quotes.
I literally have 2 notebooks full of quotes.
I love quotes.
I
motivational
love a good quote. Yes.
Kind of
I have them on magnets.
Oh, that's cute.
I'm like a quote on a magnet kind of gal. I got a couple. I love it. Love a good quote.
Can you be that kind of person? I'm a quote on a magnet kind of person.
Oh yeah.
Just,
and if I get like sometimes you get like diaries for the new year and they have like quotes up on the page. I'm always like, oh my God, what's next week's quote? Like,
oh, I love things like that. Or when you got like a daily quote. So quote of the week.
Yeah.
Take it away, Victoria.
So, don't live the same year 75 times and call it a life. I like that. That is by Robin Sharma said that. I don't know, that's just so clever and so true.
This quote doesn't apply if you're over 75. It's like an insurance policy. You're not eligible if you're over 75.
No, but I think someone who's over 75 would agree with it.
I don't know. We should ask Michelle. That's another show you should tune into. Thursday mornings with Michelle from 10 till 12 on a Thursday, as the title suggests, your feel-good program. Michelle is lovely and she is a great member of community radio, so definitely listen to her show in the morning because she's the best.
That's where we had our start.
We did some training with her.
And she was so much fun.
She was fun. And we will see you back here on Friday, same time, same show. So if you missed some of today's, tune back in and you'll be able to hear what you missed.
Don't fret.
Or just listen again because it was so good.
Yeah, we have a SoundCloud, which is on our Facebook page, the link. Otherwise, stay safe, stay happy. Don't live the same year 75 times.
Or however many times if you're older than 75.
And don't live the same week twice because we're coming back on next week, not in 75 years. So,
but live the same half week twice so that you listen to us twice.
True.
That's the one. That's what I was going for.
It was probably a weird quote to start with considering it's the first week we could have a repeat and we're talking about not repeating stuff. We're all about the contradictions here on the 3pm takeover.
Pisces can be contradictory.
That's true. Yeah, we warned you. Anyway, have a great week, guys.
See you later.